There's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future, one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Step into the world of gymnastics with Nebraska women's gymnast and Canadian world team member, Emma Spence.
She got a bronze in the all-arounder, bronze on beam. And who knows if she'll get another medal. But that was a very confident performance.
This is Beyond the Routine with Spence.
Hitting all her handstands, connecting all her release moves, and landing that dismount. That's Emma Spence for you.
Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence is sponsored by Red Zone Bar and Grill. Here is your host, Emma Spence.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence. And before we get into today's show, we'll just give a quick shout out to our sponsors.
Absolutely. As always, shout out the the Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill. Are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill. Excuse me while I fix my cameras here. As I was in the middle of that ad read, I am nowhere near on camera, so let me reset. And while I'm resetting, you guys are always welcome to join in. 402-464-5685. One more time. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and frosty drinks, all served with TVs covering every inch of the walls, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer for your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game. Stop in tonight. You got one left, at least until we get to postseason and the Big Ten tournament and the March Madness tournament. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street. There you go, Emma. There's something that you guys can do. You get the whole party together. You get a free pitcher of beer if you got more than 4 people.
I can probably make that work. This is fun. So, guys, usually I do my show on Thursday night, 6 to 7. I don't think I've done a show this early in the day in a very long time, at least. And I actually have a lot of energy, so this is kind of going to be fun, I think.
Todd Euler, didn't you hop on for his show?
Oh, I did do that one day.
I
What time was
that.
that? Like 11?
10 to 11.
10 to 11.
That's Saturdays. Not
Okay,
Sundays.
yeah. No, it's a good day for it. I actually used to do my show on Sundays. I used to be 7 to 8, maybe.
That's right. I forgot about that. It used
Yeah.
to be late night Sundays.
Yeah.
Okay, what's better, the late night Sundays or the late night weeknights?
Okay, so one of the main reasons why I switched was because I didn't like having to get ready for I don't have to really get ready to be doing this, but usually Sunday is like a lazy chill day.
Yeah.
Don't need to do my hair, don't need to do my makeup, just chill, get stuff done, get ready for the week. And then Sunday night I had to get ready to leave the house and look presentable. So I was like, you know what, if I can do this on a weekday, after work, I'm already dressed and put together enough, I thought that would be easier. So I do prefer the weeknights just because I'm already doing stuff and being productive. And then it just kind of is part of my routine now versus kind of chilling, taking it easy on the Sunday and then having to lock in, get ready Sunday night to do this. But
You're a veteran.
Both are good.
You've been out here for a while too, so you get to pick your times a little bit more. Speaking of which, how long have you been doing this?
Yes. So we kind of just touched on this. I first started doing the radio with Kinsey Davis back in the old studio, the old location. That was probably, that was my sophomore year, I think. I used to live with Kinsey and she used to have her own show on, I don't remember what day of the week that was, but
I think it was
a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Talking Tens.
Yeah, that's right.
So I did that with her. I was more we lived together and she wouldn't have a guest. And then she would ask me to go with her. And that was fun. I thought it was pretty cool, but I wasn't a regular. And then after doing it a couple times, she's like, you know what? Do you just want to be my co-host? I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. And we would go every Tuesday night. We would drive over together. We would always stop at Five Below on the way there. I think I told you this before. We used to pick up some kind of random funny candy that they would have there because they always have
You guys never shared, by the way.
No. Wait, what?
You guys never shared the candies from Five Below.
Not with you guys. No, I'm sorry.
Was this on the way out or the way in?
Both. It depended.
Okay.
Depended on the day.
Would have felt better if you said on the way out.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
fair enough.
I think there probably was a time or two where we were.
I never
doing it on
noticed
the
you
way
guys
there.
with the candies as well.
I don't think we would bring it in. I think that was the thing.
Shamelessly just
We
try it
would
in
like
the car.
eat it in the car and try it in the car, and we would like vlog ourselves doing like our little reviews, like the little like hamburgers they have.
Oh, classic.
the
yeah,
candy,
the
like,
gummy
yeah.
burgers or whatever.
And like hot dogs, stuff like that.
Only see them on parades, but
Yeah.
they're delicious.
Yeah, so we would try like little things like that.
Is that not a thing in Canada? Or what do you mean try little things?
Well, I think they are a thing in Canada, but not gonna lie, I don't know if I've actually like had them before or like.
They're really good. I don't know
frequently.
what it is.
I don't know if I'd say they were really.
I was
good.
also maybe like 13 last time I had one.
I know,
so.
that was the thing. Like we would try these candies that would look interesting, and then we're like, wow, it doesn't really live up to the hype we thought it would.
Slight side tangent before we get back into some of the history that is your show and your origin with the ticket. Is there any Canada candies that we're just missing out on in the US?
Ooh, okay, yes. So I always bring stuff back for my friends whenever I go back and forth. The big thing, so honestly, it's probably more like the chocolate side of things, but we call them Smarties. And I know you guys have Smarties, but they're different. We call those rockets. So like your Smarties are candies. Our Smarties are chocolate.
We're talking like the tubular.
Yeah. So like your little tube of
Okay.
Smarties.
So we call them Smarties. You
We call them rockets.
Rockets. All right.
And our Smarties are like M&Ms, kind of, but not. Like they're chocolate and they're like little circles and they're like chocolate with like a covering on it.
Okay.
We call them Smarties. They're pretty good. And like they're very similar to M&Ms, but they're not the same.
And you won't find those in the US.
No. And then what do we got? I know you guys kind of have some Aero bars of like that chocolate.
Yeah, not very popular. I feel like
Yeah.
I rarely see it. Maybe I just don't look hard enough, but
No, that's what my friends have said too. Like I brought them back because my mom likes to send me Halloween candy of like the Canadian Halloween candy every
Mhm.
Halloween. So I shared them with my friends and they were like, they didn't have arrows. And I was like, wait, what? Or like they haven't had them really before. So arrows is another one, the Smarties. We have this one chocolate bar called Coffee Crisp.
yep, never heard of that one either.
Yeah, that one's a pretty popular one as well. That's like I'm just thinking like the standard Halloween box for like giving out candy to kids. Like those are like the main ones you get in there.
Okay. What is it? Just a chocolate bar with caramel?
No, with like coffee. It's
Oh,
like wafer
duh,
kind of
yeah.
with like coffee something. I don't know.
So like for us, it's a grand 100 bar.
I don't know.
Not an Earth bar. I'm blanking on what the 100 grand, I think, is what that candy bar. It's like a kind of a coffee tasting chocolate bar.
Huh. Yeah. I don't know.
You ever
And-
miss the food in Canada, or is it not a big thing?
Uh,
That might sound mean, but I don't like look at Canada as like a food hub of
no.
great
I would,
iconic dishes.
yeah, I wouldn't say it is either. Like there's really not that much difference in food. The one like classic one is poutine, which is like the fries with cheese curds and gravy.
Oh yeah, that
And
sounds American almost.
it kind of does.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's like probably like the most classic Canadian thing, which they actually have at Lead Belly. My birthday was a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
And that's where I went with Denny and it was awesome. It's like one of the only places I think in Lincoln that has it or that I've found that has it. So,
Sounds fantastic. Heard you got a surprise birthday.
oh my gosh. How did you hear about that?
As soon as we'll get to joined by Ashley Mitchell, I think later. Yeah, within this hour, maybe she can give the
Yeah,
story
she
on
might
air
be.
as well. But I got an inkling that they were going to surprise you
Yeah.
as soon as you left the room. I know Ashley Mitchell kind of spilled the beans.
Yeah.
She wasn't worried that I was going to text and spoil it, but that's awesome that friends do that for you. Speaking of friends giving you opportunities and just being around to support you, all the way back to Kinsey Davis. That is kind of your origin with 93.7 The Ticket. So where we left off, she just brings you on as a full-time co-host because you live with her, you're around, gymnastics, makes
Yeah.
total sense. And you guys were making some traditions out of it. What's the next chapter?
Yeah. So I was doing it with Kinsey it was probably the rest of the season, maybe the rest of the year. I don't know.
Did you do it 2
Season-
years?
I think I only did it with her for like a year. And then I
Yeah.
don't think she did it her senior year.
Yeah, she didn't.
She did?
No,
She
you
didn't.
were right.
Okay.
That she did.
She didn't do it her senior year, so I didn't do anything with the ticket for her senior year. So that would have been my junior year. And then it was the summer going into my senior year. And I remember I was back home in Canada and I was like telling my mom, I was like, I think it'd be pretty cool if I could start doing this again. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. I have one more year left with the team.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well. So then I remember I texted Sam Phillips. So he used to have a show.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Philly, I'm thinking of like maybe doing this. Do you know like what the next steps would be like in getting in contact with like someone?
He's the one that transferred to Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great. Great guy.
He was really great on the radio too.
He was a lot of energy. He was fun.
He had a show for a while with Sav, who was another one of my teammates. And then, I mean, there was the show with like Nuri, like I've been on that. So like I was on other people's shows quite a bit. But anyways, Philly gave me DP's phone number. So I sent this like long message and I was so nervous because I've never met DP before. So
this is the first interaction.
So I'm like, hey, DP, like my name is Emma Spence. I do this. Like, I'm interested potentially in doing something like this. If that's something you'd be open to talking about. Like, I was very nervous. And his reply was like, hey, Emma, I know exactly who you are. Absolutely. Let me know when you want to get things started. And I was like, oh.
That was easy.
That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So that was when I was still in Canada. And then I came back to the US probably within that month or so. And then I came in and I talked to him and he's like, all right, you can get started next week. You just need to figure out a name. And then that's basically how that went. So I started doing this on my own with this show in August of 2024. And then, yeah, been doing it ever since. And then I was like, okay, this will be good to like wrap up my senior year, talking about gymnastics and just like my experiences and all that kind of stuff. And then when I finished my senior year last year, I was like, hey, can I keep doing this show? Like, I'm going to be around. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So here we are.
It works out great. Like with the former athletes, it's always funny. You'll get that, like, can I still keep doing it? It's like, yeah, you still played the sport.
Yeah.
You graduated, but didn't erase, the entire 4 years, 5 years, however long that athlete spent there playing the actual sport itself. And it is cool because we kind of got a network. And obviously we've seen it. I think it was you that had Nuri on last.
Yes.
Yeah. So you see this network and it's kind of cool. And I know, it's killing me. I'm blanking on the name. But we had another woman athlete who's now, she did a show at the ticket. She was on the golf team and then she went on she's in broadcasting. I don't know if she's doing play-by-play or just color commentary or a sideline reporter, but she's turned that into a broadcasting career as well. So it is really cool. And then you get to see it firsthand how DP interacts. Like if you want to do it and you're going to care about it, then like he's going to open up the doors.
For sure. And then that kind of goes into like how I got into doing it with the Big Ten Network and talking to DP through all of that. He was telling me like in the last couple of months, he's like, you need to get into doing this like more full time, like, or just doing more of it. Cause like the only kind of thing that I do is on the radio here. And he would like kept kind of pushing me and just like hinting at like, you should commentate the meets. You should do more stuff with the gymnastics season, all that. And then Big Ten Network reached out to me and asked if I would commentate one of the meets. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've never done this before. I don't know if I want to do it, all that kind of stuff. And I went over and talked to DP about it. And he was like, absolutely, you need to be doing this. He's like, what are you talking about?
What were you expecting when you went over to him?
I don't know.
You're right, Emma. You shouldn't go do this.
Well, I was just like wanted his opinion on it because I don't know. I mean,
he's got a good resume.
Yeah, like I really would trust like anything he has to say, especially about that kind of stuff. So he was like, no, like I'm telling you, you need to do it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it.
Did you get confidence when he told you that you need to do it?
Yes, for sure. Especially because he knows what he's doing. Like, I'm like, okay, if he says that I can do this, then hopefully that's true. And he kind of gave me some pointers and stuff on how to prepare, which really helped. And then like all leading up to it too, every time I would see him, he would like check in with me and see how I'm feeling about it. And like just checking in and supporting me through that process. So that was really great. And then even like he replied to my story when I put on my story. And then as soon as he saw me again in here, he asked me how it went. So that was really cool. And then I ended up doing it again a couple weeks later for another home meet, which I originally told Heather, our head coach, I wasn't going to do it because I was like, no, I've never done it before. I'm scared.
Yep.
And then after I did it the first time, I was like, okay, you know what? I think I could do it again. And then I ended up doing it twice. So this experience, I think, has definitely helped with being able to do that. And then the second time that I commentated was with Arden. who also has a show here, and she's just so great at all that kind of stuff. So that was a lot
She's
better.
a professional. Yeah, one like, and I mean that in a very genuine way. She's really good at what she does already.
Yeah.
She's got a couple of shows here on the ticket, and right away you could be like, okay, yeah, you the Lockheim family, that
Yeah.
adds up about right, because obviously her dad is the famous guy who started the Lockdown Podcast Network, and I think her mom was a sideline reporter for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
So I mean, it runs in the family, but she certainly doesn't just take that for granted. She puts in a lot of work, so it's awesome to see her as well. And man, it is kind of just crazy to think that we have 18 hours of women's programming that we can just put on a Sunday for Women's International Day. I know when it first came up, to me, DP brought it up, and it's like, man, when you really go through it, this isn't going to be hard to find enough woman talent, because it wasn't by design. We didn't plan, in a staff meeting that we're going to go hire a bunch of women so we can host 18 hours
Yeah.
of women on International Women's Day. But I think it just kind of says a lot by the way this place operates, that, just a simple text by you letting DP that you want to do it opens up the door, gives you a show. We bring in Mandy Munson. You're seeing the network, and it is really cool to see, at least on the ticket, like the community, and you get a good pulse of everything. In Canada, this might be a bizarre question. Do you have stuff like that, like your local radio that like everyone is kind of, I don't, the city you were in was probably too big.
Probably too small. I don't know.
I'm from Toronto.
I'm not from Toronto. I'm from like 50 minutes away.
Okay.
An hour away.
I guess
like
a
from,
better
like,
way
a
to phrase
smaller
it.
town.
You get the same
But,
like kind of community feeling.
No, but okay, we don't have the same sport community.
Mm.
So I think that's a big thing. We don't really have like the emphasis on sports and athletes and athletics like they do here. So like I just don't think they have like a specific sport station or channel that would do stuff like this. Or at least not like all the time having different athletes or people just like within a sporting environment come on and talk. Like they have the regular like radio stations like country, pop, rock, whatever, stuff like that. But they talk about the news and the weather and just play music. So there's nothing like this, I would say, at least not from what I know.
There's not a lot of tickets out there anywhere, to be
Yeah.
totally fair, because we're not, no disrespect to like the Westwood One shows that program on, like when we're off air, we'll switch to national, but it's very, kind of hit points, sports, go, and main topics. This is just a cool one to have a full kind of community outlook on everything that Lincoln's doing, and you kind of hear it all right here on 93.7 The Ticket. And I don't know how we got down that side tangent. I think I had led us into that, but we were going through your career. You were calling.
Yeah. Well, and then, we were talking about, I guess, like the amount of women that were on, like that have shows, which is so cool. And like going back to Ashlee even and the community side of things, I went to that Link to Literacy event last year.
Oh yeah, with Magic.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a guest with you guys.
Yeah, and I was like a guest reader, I guess, for the kids, and I brought Ashlee with me because we were friends, and I was like, hey, I'm going to this event. Do you want to come? And then I introduced her to DP, and I was like, she would be great at having her own show. Like, she just has the personality. And then he's like, yeah, give me your phone number. And like within a week or two later, she had her own show. So it's just pretty cool how like the community and like recognizing like you have the personality, you have a story. Like, let's get that in front of other people so that you can kind of share that with other people is pretty cool. And then another thing that reminded me of is when DP reached out to me a couple weeks ago about this event. He texted me. He's like, I have a huge idea. I have an idea and you're going to be a big part of it. Can you give me a call? And I was like, sure. And then he calls me and then he tells me about like this whole idea. I was like, that's great. All this stuff. And he's like, the only thing is like, would you be comfortable commentating or like talking about the basketball game? I was like, no. Like, DP, I've never watched a basketball game. I'm like, how much do I need to know to be able to talk about it? And he's like, well, what, like, you don't know anything? I'm like, I've never been to a basketball game. And he was like, that is impressive that you've been here for this long and like you haven't. I was like, well, I was there. Like, our team would go on the like floor sometimes and throw t-shirts to advertise like our meet season. Like that.
Oh, you just had it out after?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
nice.
I would just like go out, throw some t-shirts, and then I would leave. So anyways, we were going back and forth. He's like, I think you could do it. I'm like, I appreciate the confidence in me, but I don't know anything about basketball and there's no way I'm going to be able to talk about it. So I thought that was pretty funny. Because he was just like, yeah, you can do it. I'm like, no.
Leave it to DP to expect high things out of people. And it's a compliment that, we'll get in like staff meetings too, where his expectations are high, but then you look around and it's like, okay, I think it's working out though to like have higher expectations. Because if we didn't, we'd still be in the old studio. We definitely wouldn't have 18 hours of programming, not just of women's programming today, but 18 hours Monday through Sunday, where it's just incredible how big the station's gotten. But yeah, it's really cool things. And shout out Arden Lockheim. She's taking care of basketball tonight. So.
Okay, perfect.
And it's a big one. It's versus Iowa. So then text line's going to be, that would be a lot.
I know. I was like, there's just no way. Like, I appreciate the confidence, but like, I don't even know where to start. Like,
it would have been like Bach or somebody would have helped you out. But it would have been.
No.
It might have been funny. That might have been great radio.
Yeah. But like, if I don't know, depending on how the game goes, if they want to listen to someone talking about it, and I'm just like, they did this move. Like, no. So Arden is going to be great for that. I'm like, I'm sure you can find someone else that knows a little bit more than I do. But no, that's really good.
Well, it's right up Arden's alley too. She does play-by-play.
Exactly. So she would just be great at it. For the whole day today, I guess, of broadcasting, what are the hours? Like, when did it start, and what time is it going until?
Started at 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. and kicked off with we had a couple pre-recordings, of course, because people are traveling and easier to put the pre-recordings for those first 2 hours. And then it's kind of carried on normal programming, and then it's you and it's Ashlee Mitchell, and then we got the Husker Bowlers. They'll be hopping on. By the time the boys are out of here, we'll be set up for basketball post game with Arden Lockheim. And then I think we have enough of the normal weeknight program. And Ricky C. Simmons is having a woman guest on. You got Walk the Herd with Nico and Rebecca Pearson. And then 10 o'clock, you got another recording with Arden. Arden does a lot of shows, which really helps out for days like today. So it's a little bit different. Some of the shows stayed in line because they already had a female talent as like one of the main hosts.
Yeah. So then the people that like had shows right now, did we just like
wash? It's International Women's Day. Yeah, move aside. We get the other 364 days.
Yeah,
I think is how it goes.
Okay, perfect. I was wondering how that went.
No, I really doubt it goes that way. I hope not. Otherwise, that's an incredible disservice. But with that being said, we are up to our first break here. Emma, I'll let you go ahead and tee up what you want to get into next, with the possibility of Ashlee Mitchell showing up for the second segment.
Possibility of a special guest. Let me brainstorm over this break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, cold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating,
and Electrical.
No one's ever explained it this way. That's what we hear at Trade-Offs when you finally see how today's crop insurance tools work with your grain marketing plan, not in isolation. With hail and wind rates increasing and margins already tight, it's time to challenge how you look at crop insurance. It's time to ask better questions. It's time to call Trade-Offs. Call us at 402-858-7501 or visit gotradeoffs.com to start the conversation. That's GOTREDAS.com. Trade-Offs, ingrained in your success. No, seriously, give us a call.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence. During this segment here, we might have a special guest coming in. We'll keep you posted on that. But for this part of the show, I realized I never really introduced myself or like what I do or anything. I kind of just started chatting. So if you don't know me, where do I start? I'm from Canada. Fun fact. I am from a town called Cambridge in southern Ontario, which is the best way I describe it, or easiest way I feel like I can describe it to Americans, is it's like 2.5 hours to the right, east of Detroit.
Nice.
East of Detroit. And yeah, so that's where I'm from. But I've been living in Lincoln since 2021, and it's been a blast. But yeah, no, basically I did gymnastics. I started when I was 7 years old, and I started competing at the national level when I was 12. I made the national gymnastics team for Canada when I was 14. And I was very fortunate. I competed in many different countries around the world representing Canada. It was such a cool experience. Let me think. Some of my favorite countries to compete in, I'd say, were probably Australia, Japan, Italy, Argentina was cool. I don't know, a lot of cool opportunities and experiences representing Canada internationally. Some of the biggest, I guess, competitions that I've competed at, or like favorite ones. Oh my gosh, England. I loved competing in England. Was the World Championships in 2022, and Canada made history by getting its first team medal and qualifying the team to the Olympics 2 years in advance. So that was a really cool experience. And then Commonwealth Games in 2022 were also in England. I ended up winning 3 medals for Canada at that event. That was a really fun experience. Youth Olympic Games in 2018. That was in Argentina. I made history for Canada by becoming the first gymnast to win a Youth Olympic medal for Canada. And then I was the flag bearer for the closing ceremonies.
How cool is that, being the flag bearer?
That was crazy because I was 15. I was like, what am I? I don't even know what I was doing when I was just out there trying my best.
Look back at it today, like that was crazy?
Yes,
Okay.
for sure. Especially because we have like this person that like I guess is in charge. We call it chef de mission. I don't know the English translation, but we just say it in French.
Chef de mission.
Yeah. Oh, also I'm French. But no, basically this guy kind of is like in charge of like the delegation for Canada, and he is like a multiple Canadian Olympic medalist, everything like that. And he was the one that came up to me and was like, hey, we decided that we wanted you to be the flag bearer for the closing ceremonies. And that was just really cool. First of all, that he came over to me and talked to me. His name's Bruni Sir, and he's like a Canadian track legend. And then I got to walk out with all the other countries representing, I guess, their countries carrying out the flag. So that was really cool. So yeah, those are probably the main highlights of my experience competing for Team Canada. I was also a 2-time Olympic alternate. Touched on that every so often.
Mhm.
It was a good experience, but also a challenging experience. There are definitely 2 sides to that. Definitely character building. But no, overall, it was a good experience. It's just difficult being like the backup to, I guess, making the Olympics, which is like the ultimate goal. So just falling short of that.
Still pretty damn good for most people.
Yes.
For just about 99% of everyone.
Yeah.
To, like, make it that far. Like, even if you're a backup for an Olympic team.
Yeah.
Do you look at that differently as you get older? Because I'm sure at the moment it might have been disappointing, but even now it's.
I still see it as like disappointing, but like
Okay.
also I'm proud of myself. I mean, it is cool that I can say that I did that twice.
Well, I think the competitor in you too is always going to have a problem. So
That's the thing. It's
fair.
definitely still have a problem with it. But yeah, it's like the fact that it happened twice. Like I'm like, okay, the first time I did it alternate, I'm like, okay, the first time it happened, I think I was 17 or
Mhm.
16. Like I was pretty young. I was like, okay, like I'll take it. Didn't think I was going to make it. Like really. So I was just like, okay, I was happy with it. It was a tough experience, but it was pretty cool. Like this was like the craziest part. Okay. The alternates were in charge of putting together these like gift baskets for the team members. I don't know why they made us do that, but that was tough. Like that is one thing that I remember. The alternates, we were just there, like we were putting together these gift baskets for the girls going to the Olympics, and like we
Mhm.
were all there together and like having to give it to them. I was like, dang, that was tough. But no, overall it was. And then the first time was COVID too. Like that whole experience was crazy because
Yeah, that was a bad window.
yes.
Got to be that second time around with COVID and everything else going on.
Yeah, because it got deferred a year,
Yep.
which meant that there was a whole other age group eligible for competing. So one of the girls on the team wouldn't have been eligible if the Olympics were a year before. So it just changed a lot of things. And then even if like I did end up going, there were like no fans were allowed in the stands, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it was still pretty restricted. So I was like, you know what, it's okay. But then the second time around, I was feeling pretty good going into the Olympic trials and everything. I had a good season. I talked about this on the last show. I got like the bad food poisoning, whatever, in
Oh, yeah,
Colombia,
that's right.
like 2 weeks before Olympic trials. So that didn't help. But I ended up falling in trials, which is what was really frustrating because I can't say that I had the best performance leading into it. So because of that fall on beam, I didn't make the team, which is frustrating. And like I always talk about it, I hate beam. Like I really don't like it. That fuels that. So that was tough, but it's like it makes sense, when you have a mistake so big in a time where you can't have a mistake, like
Mhm.
that's kind of the outcome of it. And that's just something that I have to deal with. and live with and accept, which I'm like, you know what? In the moment, I tried my best. So I just have to keep telling myself that I did the best that I could in the moment. And that was the outcome of it.
Did you enjoy the moment at least? Even if it wasn't?
Honestly, I wish I enjoyed it more.
Yeah, I think that's most people.
Like-
Majority of the time, like hindsight's always 2020. Trying to live in the moment, it's easier said than done.
Exactly. Especially like now looking back, like, okay, I didn't make it. Well, if I knew I wasn't going to make it, I would have had a lot more fun. You know, like maybe if I made the team and I was just like, this kind of sucked, but like at least I made it to the Olympics.
Right.
But I was like, no, I put myself through all that and mentally that experience without getting that out of it. Like, what was I doing? Which I guess you can't, like, I didn't know at the time, but I do wish that I definitely like just changed the mentality and the mindset going into it. And I knew there was a good chance. Like, I mean, I knew if I didn't make the Olympics that would have been my last elite competition. Because then I would have like retired the whole competing for Canada stuff. So I had that in the back of my head, like, this is my last time competing in Canada. This is my last time like putting on the Canadian Leo, all those kind of things that are pretty exciting. And like my whole family was there to watch because they knew it was probably like one of my last times competing for Canada as well. But yeah, that was tough because I actually had a really good first day of competition. So how it works is it was 2 days of competition combined. And I did a good day the first day, but this was the second day.
What happened on the second day?
I fell on beam.
Oh, that was the thing.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing?
I fell on my beam routine. And that was tough because I think beam was my third event or maybe my second event. And as soon as my feet hit the floor, as soon as I fell on that skill, I knew like, that's it. I didn't make the Olympics and I still had to finish the meet. So that's what was really tough. I had to get back up there and I had to finish my beam routine. And then I had to go on floor, which is like, you have to be smiling and energetic and excited and like fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, I knew that that fall just cost me the Olympics. So that was definitely a very mentally challenging experience, but I learned a lot from it. And like looking back now, like I don't feel the feelings that I felt in the moment. Like it's something that I went through, character building, learned a lot from it. And then I was able to kind of shift gears again and finish off my NCAA season last year with a better mindset and just knowing that, okay, this is my last year ever of doing gymnastics. Let's make it how I want it to be and just like create the experience that I want to remember looking back on my career, because I didn't do that on the elite side of things. Like that Olympic trials, if I ended that as my last competition ever, I feel like I would have been really frustrated with myself because that's not how I wanted to remember my career by, just like even just based on the way that I went into it and my mentality going into the meet.
Do you miss competing?
Yes, but also like no. Like I was at the meets with the girls, like because it's the season, and I'm just like, I don't wish I was doing it. Like I'm glad that I'm removed from that situation. My body is glad. Like I was just kind of held together by tape by the end of my season. And
what are the injuries that you have had lingering?
the biggest thing was like I have this shin stress fracture issue that was like 3 years. And like I was in a boot my whole last season of my career, which was crazy. It was basically they told me like I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm like, this is my last season doing gymnastics. Like I'm not just gonna not do it. So we compromised, and I would have to wear a boot when I was doing like everything except for gymnastics. So
that's crazy.
That was my compromise with them. I was like, I will wear the boot at class, at the grocery store, in the airport, walking to the competition, like walking into the meet, walking out of the meet. But I want to compete. And that was what they let me do, thankfully. Because I'm like, I'm not just going to not compete. Like, this is the last time I'm ever going to do it. Like, I don't know if that was the best call because my ankle still hurts.
Would you have been able to take a medical year?
Maybe. But also I'm at like, I don't know if it would have healed in time because it still hurts like a year later. So I'm just like, in this, like no gymnastics for a year. It was just like a chronic kind of thing that I just, because I was doing elite and NCAA, I never took the time to fully rest during like the whole NCAA career because my off season I was competing for Canada. So I just never had that rest that I needed to heal.
And it's like a hairline fracture?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's just like never fully healed. And then I just never stopped jumping on it.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it.
Yeah. So
and sometimes those bone injuries are tough to heal.
Yeah. So it's still just like not healed, but that's okay. I don't need it anymore.
Well, you need it, just not to the full extent.
Not to the full extent. So yeah, I don't know. It was really weird though, because I would train and like I would show up to practice wearing a boot. They would tape up my ankle really tight. I would practice a little bit. I wasn't allowed to really train vault or floor during the week either. That's an event that I would just compete. I would just go out there and do it. And then yeah, traveling to the meets, all that stuff, I had to wear the boot. So that was really frustrating, especially because it was my driving foot. So like that was it was just annoying in the winter and like walking to class and walking around the stadium and training table and stuff. But then I would like literally compete all around on the weekend. But
do you miss the doctors and the training facilities?
Yeah.
It's like that'd be the time nice where it's still giving you some pain. You just go get it checked out.
I mean, I have to do exercises. I went up to Tom, our team PT, I guess, at one of the meets, and he was like, "Are you doing exercises?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, there's your first problem. Like, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just ignoring it." And he's like, "Hey, well, like this isn't something that you can just like ignore and then it's gonna go away." So
at least he's looking out for you still.
Exactly. I got to do my exercises. That's on me. We're working on it. But yeah, that's basically how my last season went. But it was a good time. It was great.
I think the team did pretty well as a whole.
Overall, it was pretty good. I mean, I had like a really great season. I won Big Tens. And I tied bars champion at regionals as well. So like for me, it was a pretty good season.
Yeah, you went out with a bang.
Yeah, so I was happy with it and it was fun. And my mentality, I intentionally flipped it so that I enjoyed it and I could look back on it and enjoy it. So
absolutely. Well, we are up to our next break here, and I think you got your guest.
My guest is in the building, so we'll be back. You're listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, We're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
and electrical.
Most resolutions for the new year fail before January is even over. Why not resolve to just be a little bit cleaner in 2026? Nebraska Auto Detail is here for you. Now through March 30th, if you purchase a ceramic coating, you'll get a free interior detail. There's no better way to start your year than taking care of your car and decluttering the mess that it becomes so easily. Book your detail today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call Joe and the team at 402-601-5086. It's basketball season, and Salt Mine City is your pregame and postgame headquarters in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Get ready for the game with their big, fatty 7-ounce hamburger or try a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, your basketball headquarters, now open at 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Okay, guys, we're back. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence, and my special guest is here, and we are actually going to be doing the next hour together as well. Her name is Ashlee Mitchell. Ashlee, welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. I've missed y'all for a while now, so good to see y'all.
Yeah, Ashlee also has a show on Thursday nights. We go back to back. Sometimes we like to do crossover 2-hour episodes together. So we decided let's do it on Women's Day.
Why not?
Why not? So yeah, for the next hour after this is going to be Ashlee's show, but I will be sticking around and we will keep chatting for a while. So
thank goodness for that. I feel like every time that I'm on your show or you're on mine, I feel like we just catch up.
Yeah, honestly, like we kind of talk, like sometimes I forget we're even talking on the radio.
Yeah, like if you tune into one of those episodes, like we definitely spent like 30 minutes talking about cheese.
And like if you were breakfast food, what food would you be? You know, all those fun questions. And even when I was just talking with Harrison for a while too, it was like I got to remember that I'm on the radio because sometimes I just talk.
I know. We're yappers.
Yeah. One thing that I kind of touched on with Harrison was my birthday. He's like, yeah, get Ashlee to talk about that a little bit more when she comes on. So he told Harrison.
Yeah. So Spence was in the building on Thursday. Obviously, her show's right before mine. And she like walked out of the room and I was like, Harrison, I can't hold it anymore. Like, I have to tell someone. Is she going to hear? And he was like, I'm pretty sure she like left the building. You don't have to worry about being quiet.
To add some context, we were in this studio, which is soundproof for the most part.
Yeah, literally
the door
soundproof.
was shut.
I'm
were
whispering.
out of the building. She's whispering about your birthday party. It was I appreciate the precaution, but yeah, she was very nervous about that getting out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I don't even think you were in the building, but I was like, I can't hold this anymore. We're having a surprise birthday for Spency. And he was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna surprise her with cake. And I don't even know what like we had planned, but we just were gonna surprise you. It was gonna be fun. And it turned out so good. Were you surprised?
I was surprised because I mean, there were just so many things that kept changing that in like the group chat. So I was like, okay, like this is normal. I mean, we change our plans all the time. So I didn't think like it, you guys made it seem like there was nothing happening. And then the way that they were like, you guys came up with a whole other thing that we were doing that night. So like I was expecting us to go to like this Galentine's thing, and you guys told me to wear a certain like color and all this stuff. And I was just like, okay, like we're all going to do this. We're going to meet at Denny's and we're going to walk over. Like it just made sense.
Because that's what we normally do is we meet our friend Denny's and then we like walk places.
Yeah, we get ready at Denny's and then we just go. But I went out with Denny and then we had like our little poutine and martinis. And that was awesome. And then I didn't know she was on a time limit, I guess, because we were done dinner and she's like, all right, we need to go stop somewhere and take a shot. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, sure. Like that works. And I didn't realize she was trying to like buy time because I'm like, why are we like on our walk back to her place, like with it, which is like a 10-minute walk. Like we're just gonna walk into a random bar, and like I was like, all right, like yeah, let's do it.
That was me. Sorry, I was running late.
Because I like now looking back, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because I'm like, we're literally just walking, and she's like, all right, let's go in here quick, and I'm like, okay.
But that's just Denny too. Like she would do that. Hey, let's stop in here. Like, this looks fun.
Yeah. So, like, I was like, okay. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, this is something that we would do.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, now looking back, those little things and those little signs. And then I walked in and I opened the door of Denny's apartment. I was like, wow, no one's here yet. Because Denny kept saying, oh, they might be running behind. Like, we might have to wait a little bit before going out. So I opened the door, the lights were off. I'm like, wow, no one's here yet. And then all of a sudden the lights come on and they all jump out and it's all decorated. I was like, oh.
I was literally, when she walked in the door, I was laying on the floor and like sticking my arms out because she has like a long entryway. I was sticking my arms out past the wall trying to video it. And it was so funny.
It was funny. And then my sisters were on FaceTime,
Mm-hmm.
which was really special. I walk in and like there was like the cake in the like sash and stuff on the table, and then my FaceTime was like my sister's, so that was really special too.
It was so cute, and the cake was so cute.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, I don't know if you ever talk about this on your show.
I don't.
She loves Megan Maroney. Like,
I love her.
Maybe Megan Maroney's biggest fan right there, and it was Megan Maroney themed.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, she's a country singer, and she just released an album the week before my birthday called Cloud 9. So the cake said on Cloud 9 because it's my birthday, which was so cute. It was so cute. And it was like so on theme with her new album. And she actually released a bonus song on my birthday the following week. So that was really special too. But yeah, it was a great time. And then we took a bunch of pictures. You guys like decorated, like you made a photo wall too.
Yeah, that was not me. I think that was Gabby and Genesis, and they are just like skilled at that kind of stuff. So they ate it up. It was really cute, Harrison. I'll show you pictures later.
All right.
Yeah, I did a Instagram dump about it. It was really cool. So that was really fun. Ended up hanging out. And then we ended up, where did we go after? That was a really cool spot.
We went literally down the street. I think it's called The Sitch. It's a really cute, like little.
I don't know if I've been there before.
What? It's like, it's a bar, but it has food, but it's like low lights. It's very, it's fun. It's
Kinda
very like girly.
Starlight?
Kind of
like Starlight. Yeah, definitely not as retro, like more modern for sure.
Okay. But chill atmosphere.
Yeah, but they have really good food. Like their burgers look fire. But we we just hung out for a little bit and then we went home, and I was like, wow, this is so perfect because I like going to bed early.
Yeah, we were home by midnight. Like it worked out so well. Literally home by midnight. Had a great time.
It was so fun, and the cake was so good. And then we did Pilates the next day, and and Spence was like, if I'm going to Pilates, can you guys bring my cake, please?
So that was my reward for going to Pilates. It was perfect. It was so good.
There you go. Can't remember the last time. The birthday parties you get are rare.
I know. And we did a really good one for our friend Genesis in the fall as well.
Yeah, I
that
feel
was
like our
a fun
friends
surprise
like
one.
we're like birthday friends. I feel like everybody really likes birthdays because our next friend's birthday, it's her 21st. When's Denny's birthday? I actually
It's in my calendar. It was last year.
I need to write that down. I need to write down everybody's dates. I'm so bad with
I
dates.
have Denny's
But
birthday.
our friend's 21st is coming up, and then
like next week, the week after.
Oh my goodness. Seriously, time is flying.
It is flying.
It's escaping me. Like
It's already March 8th.
Yeah. What? When's March Madness coming out? When's that whole thing coming out?
Well, we got the Big Ten tournament, not this weekend, but the following weekend, and then it's the week after that. So we're a couple weeks out, maybe 3 weeks out.
Okay. Last game for at home for men's basketball today, correct?
Yeah, versus Iowa.
Be there or be square, y'all. We better beat Iowa.
I think it should be fun. And then we also, as we're up to the break right now, we also have Arden Lockheim on the post game for Husker Hoops. So
let's go.
It'll be fun. Arlen Lockheim, obviously she's a broadcaster. She does a pretty good job covering sports, not only here on 93.7 Ticket, but also for the Big Ten Network. She will be on for our Nebraska basketball postgame show tonight versus Iowa. Don't go anywhere. Above the Noise, Beyond the Routine combo for 2 hours. We'll throw it to break. Talk to you in a bit.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
John just tried Runza's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally...
What?
You know,
Not sure I'm getting it.
it's totally jammin'.
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Life is busy and life is loud. How can you get above the noise? Join former Nebraska cheerleader Ashlee Mitchell as she tells you about her experiences in front of the loudest crowds in college athletics and how she rose above the noise. This is Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Above the Noise is sponsored by Red Zone Bar and Grill. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
All right, welcome back in. Switching it up to Above the Noise, although we still got Emma Spence of Beyond the Routine in studio here with us. If you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. That is the Starter Heyman text line. And Facebook, YouTube, X, Al Channel 961. All great ways to put a face to the voice as we celebrate International Women's Day. 18 hours of women-led programming throughout the entire day. And what do you guys get going about over there?
Well, it just was a full body shot.
I didn't have one on me, so when I got the impromptu to do the open, we just went with full above
I'm just
camp
slouching
shot.
so bad. I don't like the way I say it. That's okay. And back
Well,
to your scheduled programming.
Nonetheless, Ashley Mitchell, how's it going on a beautiful Sunday?
It is so good, or I am so good. It's such a nice day. I'm so happy to be here with one of my best friends, Emma Spence. What a fun little side quest we get to do.
So excited to be here. I wish we could do this outside though.
I know. Last time we did something outside.
It got dark and we didn't have lights.
It was like pitch black.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys use iPad?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was. I'm glad I brought. It was my iPad too. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, what if I wouldn't have brought this flashlight?
And then the flashlight on my phone, I think. Yeah.
That was funny. Since we got both you guys in here and we're celebrating International Women's Day, you guys are both obviously women-hosted shows. What are some of your favorite memories so far of shows that you've done, whether remote or covering certain events for the tickets? Or what are the best memories you have of this place so far?
Oh man, I think there's a lot.
There
I
are.
feel like, okay, one thing that's cool is like in like covering events for the ticket is how we did stuff for the women's gymnastics team or like just the meets this season. That's something new for me. And I got to do that with Ashley too. So that was really cool doing like the content creation side of things, getting that badge to be on the floor during the meets and like the inner squad and just stuff like that was really cool. There's been so many great people that we've had the chance to meet throughout doing this as well. Like when you look back to that, there was like magic. That was fun. Like I mentioned in my show, the Link to Literacy event where I introduced Ashley to DP, being able to like read to young children was really cool. Oh man, there's just so many different, I guess, athletes and like past athletes and just like football legends, all these really cool people that are just here all the time. So the atmosphere and the community here is just something that's so special.
Yeah, I mean, just building off of that, I feel like we've had so many fun things and people on the show. It's also just like a cool way to like connect with people. I feel like it's not just a good conversation starter, but like it's a good way for networking, you know, like without even trying. I feel like Spence comes out with somebody after her show and I get to meet them too, and like vice versa. It's just really fun to be able to like meet all these new people. Also just the way that like I got started was a little crazy. Like I was not expecting a show at all. So that was really special. And obviously, I feel like Emma and I have just gotten like closer just through this because we do so many events together, and also like I see her every Thursday. So that's just been really special too. But I don't know, it's been so fun.
It is fun. And like you look back on the shows that we've done, like the back-to-back 2 hours. We did like our 2-turn Thursday with our best friends. That was really
funny.
Who's
funny.
behind the name on that one?
Oh,
we touched on that.
So
If we can say it on air.
no,
I don't know
you
if it's
can.
bad
You
story.
can. It's not that bad. It's just
I guess we're all
embarrassing.
21.
Yeah.
so-
It's like, okay, I don't know. Have y'all seen there's like a famous guy on the internet, and it's really dumb, and his name's 2-Turn Tony, and he basically always has his shirt off and he has a bunch of ducks. I hate to say it. He just has like pet ducks. And he just does weird stuff on the internet. And honestly, I don't even think any of us are fans of him.
Yeah, I still have never seen like what this person even looks like or does.
He's
Except he's
our
the
group chat
Except he's the
photo.
contact photo as our like group chat.
So I think we were talking about it. We were at dinner one night at the Green Gateau, and this was one of our like first group dinners. And I don't know how it got into this conversation. I actually don't.
I don't know.
It was probably me. Just kidding. It definitely was not me. But yeah, somebody started talking about him, and it was. I mean, it just went from there. And we
that
started
night
the group chat
someone
name.
put it as the group chat photo, and
we're just 2-turn. So
yeah, 2-turn friend.
It was a
2-turn
good name
Tony
for the
friend.
show. I was
It was.
didn't know who came up with
Yeah,
it.
for Thursday too, like TTT. I
Yeah.
think that was really good.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That worked. That was great. And then another one that stands out is like the 3 pillars performance one that we did.
Aw,
That
they're
was
so
really
special.
awesome.
Those are
Yeah.
good guys, and it's cool to like hear about a coach that isn't either of ours,
Mhm.
and like their mindset and how they like are training young athletes up. That was really cool.
Yeah. And just sharing their stories, their values, their mission, and then trying on all these helmets and stuff. It was just goofing around in here. It was really fun.
I forgot about that.
It's
Those
just
guys were-
fun.
Those guys were really fun.
Yeah.
I should clip that. I need to find that video. I never pulled that back
We
up.
need to have them back on. That's what we said. We would do them again in
Mhm.
like April or so. We got to have them back on.
And then time's just been flying. Like, how is it? Seriously, how is it March already?
I got no idea.
And then daylight savings time?
I think so.
Okay,
I don't know. I
confused about
wasn't
that.
aware they were losing an hour of
Yeah.
sleep
It
last
happened last night.
I have an iPhone, so it doesn't matter.
night. Yeah, it does it automatically until you wake
Yeah.
up and wonder, why the hell you're so tired. But nonetheless, Ashley, you've had some great guests on as well. Miss USA.
Yeah.
You also
wow.
had a Dallas Cowboy
Cowboys
cheerleader
cheerleader.
on there. I'm trying not to forget, but you've also had a fair share of really great guests.
Yeah, I feel like honestly that's been really cool too. Just I've been able to use this as an excuse to like connect with some of my good friends. Just because I'm in law school, it's busy, it's hard to like find that intentional time. And I do think that like during a show is kind of a fun little way to connect with some people. So yeah, Audrey Eckert, when she was Miss Nebraska, came on my show. And then like 2 weeks after she won
Yeah.
Miss USA, 5 days after winning Miss USA, she went to Thailand and ended up competing for Miss Universe, which is just a crazy turnover time. I'm pretty sure they normally take like a couple months. Like it takes a couple of months to prepare for Miss Universe. So like just leaving and traveling internationally in 5 days and competing was just insane. And then Maddie Younger, she is now a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. I'm sure they're coming on to their tryout season, so I'm sure she's going to be trying out for her second year now. And then even like Garth Glissman was a great guy.
Yep, SDC Associate Commissioner.
That was an insane one. It was just really cool because I feel like we had an initial call and just hearing about his life story, like it was weird how similar we are and how close we were on certain things. Of course, I'm not playing basketball, but it was just really cool and very inspiring to be able to talk to all of these people. But yeah, I don't know. Even meeting you, Spence, like obviously I didn't meet you through this, but you are just
Yeah.
one of the coolest people I know too.
Oh,
You're so special.
oh, just gonna start crying over
Just have
here.
a moment on live radio.
It's International Women's Day. You guys do whatever you
True,
want with your
true.
hour.
We can
True. Man, let's
You guys get the
reminisce.
green card.
just start hype each other up, crying on the radio.
Not today.
No.
I almost brought my dog today though.
Oh, I know. She was telling me she was going to.
Oh, you
I was so
should've.
excited.
I just get so nervous because he's a barker. Like sometimes when he like wants attention, which I'm trying to train out of him, y'all. If anyone's listening to this and they have tips, please send a message. But I've been trying to like train him on that, but sometimes he'll like think I want to play. I don't know why. And he'll just look at me and be like, "Barf, barf," and like keep going. And I'm like, Noodle, stop. But I'll bring him one day. In a frozen toy or something.
There you go. Yeah, we'll have some stuff to get.
And then Harrison's just gonna be like rocking him on his lap like a baby.
How happy with that?
I should have brought him. Now I'm getting FOMO. Noodle.
Yeah, I really thought you were going to. Like, she was actually texting me. I think I'm gonna bring him. And I was like, yeah, do it.
I was really contemplating it, like putting him back in he has like a little playpen, putting him back like this afternoon. I was like, I'm sorry, buddy.
How old is he or she?
He's like almost a year old. So like he's definitely supposed to be growing out of his nonsense soon, but he hasn't just yet. Also, he literally, oh my gosh, this is so funny, but so frustrating. He thinks when I sit on the couch with anyone, it doesn't matter who. Like I could be watching TV with a friend, my boyfriend could be over. Like Spence, I guess you only came over and like we kind of just like were moving around, but if I sit down on the couch with anyone else, he will look at us and like just bark nonstop because he thinks we're going to like play with him. Because I think every time I sit on the couch, I like to snuggle with him. And every time I do anything else, I just am like studying, or like taking him on a long walk. But he thinks like the couch is playtime. And I don't know how to like change that association.
I'm not a dog expert. I have no idea how you fix that.
So that was just rant, I guess.
Do you have a dog, Emma?
Not here.
You have a fish?
I have a fish.
Oh, that's right.
What's your fish's name?
Shark. He's this little blue betta fish. He's really cute. But no, I have a dog back home in Canada. I want to get a dog, but I'm just not like stable enough in my life to just like do that.
Take Noodle. I'm telling you, every time you talk about him on air or a dog on air, I'm like, just take my dog for a day. Please.
No, seriously, I will. I just don't
he loves you.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. How did he met your boyfriend? Too.
Yeah.
He met Sam.
Yeah, that was
silly.
That was a long time ago.
He learned how to open up doors.
Oh.
And like he's like a toddler.
How big is this dog?
He's actually pretty large. He's gotten a little big.
I was thinking like some
I
tiny
haven't
dog.
seen him probably since I was there.
He's pretty big. Honestly, I'll bring him. I'll bring him. Don't twist my arm. I'll bring him one of these days. But he figured out how to open up doors because he can reach them now. And Spence, I think he did this with you. He likes to open up the bathroom door. He likes to open up bathroom doors specifically. And I looked this up. I don't know how to say this on air without sounding weird. It's not weird, but like he'll try to like sit his head on your lap.
Oh, yeah.
When you go to the bathroom. He does not with me because I taught him not to, but like I guess with Guess, if he like does figure out how to open up the door, he'll try. And he tried it with Spence and she was like, what is your dog doing?
I forgot about that.
And she, like I just remember you were panicked. And I was like, no, it's fine. He's fine. I promise. They think they're protecting you, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Dogs will just follow you to the bathroom.
I hate it. So I started locking my door.
Yeah. When was that? That was like
he was still
that was in like August.
Yeah,
that was whatever long weekend, or is there some kind of holiday towards the end of August?
Oh, it was one of the holidays that was
Day?
not in Canada because we were like, wait, why is this not in Canada? Wasn't it one of those?
I don't know. Is there something in like the end of August,
I'm
beginning of
terrible
September?
with holidays.
Like a long
President's
weekend
Day,
or something?
Labor Day.
Day?
I can't think of like a long.
Maybe it was Labor Day. It was just like an extra day. I don't know. It was sometime around then.
Yeah, but Noodle basically assaulted Emma, and
I don't even remember that. That was funny. We were on our way downtown. I was not remembering much at that point.
And then I dropped you guys off. That was fun.
Yeah.
I love being a mom. I love carpooling. I'm not a real mom.
You were DD that night.
Yeah. Always. Okay, Harrison. I don't know what to talk about. Let's come up with some questions.
All right.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going down this.
I will keep talking about Noodle and I need to stop.
Nothing wrong. Noodle, you do have to bring him in the studio once so we can verify if he's as cute as you're making him to be.
If he's a naughty boy.
Yeah, and if he's a naughty boy. So we can figure all that out.
That's so
but,
funny.
Yeah, we still got about 10 minutes left here on this first segment of the hour with Emma Spence and Ashley Mitchell. Trying to think. We went through some of your guests. Let me ask you guys this. Give me something that you've learned about yourself or about the community since doing shows at the Ticket.
Ooh, this is good. Myself.
Yeah, that's a lot of question.
Well, it's just one or the other. You don't have to answer them both. Something you learned about yourself or the community.
I feel like the community more just different events that are going on
Mhm.
and different things that people do. So I don't know. I mean, Three Pillars Performance, I wouldn't have connected with them if it weren't really for this either, because I had a connection through the Chamber of Commerce. And I actually had Rebecca Fowler on my show, and she was like, I know some people that I think you would really enjoy talking to on the radio. And then she connected me to those guys. And then we met Ashley, and it was just like that whole connection was really cool. But just learning about what they do, the Chamber of Commerce, when I had her, and honestly didn't really know what that was. So she really dove into that. That was pretty cool. Ricky C. Simmons, the events that he does, always super fun to hear about.
He's such a great guy too.
He's so funny.
He really
I love
is.
him.
Yeah, he's just the energy. He's just awesome. Bo Jones, I had him the other week, Career Pathway, just like learning about different ways that people stay involved in the community and ways that I can stay involved with the community that I just didn't know about. Kind of outside of the athletic side of things is pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like there are so many like community events that I just didn't know about. You know, even when I first met DP, the
That
owner of
Link
the
to Later.
station.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I had
either.
no idea about this whole thing, and Spence was reading books to kids, and
Yeah.
you know, it was a great event just to like connect the community and connect older student athletes, you know, who maybe like aren't always able to have the time or energy to like hang out with little kids and do stuff with them, like and they were able to be up close and personal and answering questions with some of the younger kids, and that was just really cool. But gosh, yeah, I feel like there's been so much to learn about, not just in the community, but like about myself too. Like here, I don't know, through just law school too, and this has just been like I feel like I'm a whole different person than I was like 2 years ago. And it's just cool to like look at that growth from there. But I don't know. I think I learned that I like talking, but I like listening more, which is like interesting because I am a yapper.
No, that is true, because I'll have people on my show, and like I love it when they talk, and I love it when they tell me their story and stuff like that. One, it makes it easier because then I don't have to think about
Yeah, right.
But it's like literally when they come on and they just talk about their story, and I get to learn about them and their experiences is so cool. And yeah, another thing I noticed is that I feel like since doing this, I feel a lot more comfortable with public speaking, just because I mean, when I started this show, I used to write out like every single part, like for 5 minutes, I'll talk about this. And then for 5 minutes, I'll talk about this, just so it was so structured. And now I come in and I'm like, all right, I don't know what I'm talking about yet,
Right.
but we're just going to go with it. And I feel a lot more comfortable with just talking, which has translated into the broadcasting, like commentating side of things as well. So just like learning to not trust what I'm going to say, because I mean, that's probably not always going to be a good thing, but just like talking is fine.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the whole Big Ten broadcasting? Tell us more about that.
Yes. So the Big Ten Network reached out to me. I don't know how they got my email, but they sent me an email and they asked if I wanted to do it. And she said, like, we have a great opportunity and we think you'd be a great fit for it in Lincoln. Like, let me know if you want to hear more. I'm like, yeah, I want to hear more. I don't know what that means. And then it ended up like we got on the phone, and basically what she said, which I didn't know that they do this, is they keep track of people who do good interviews after meets. So they knew that like I talked, I guess. And then they stalked me, and then they found out I do the radio station.
Whoa.
So she was like, yeah, we saw you did the radio show. You'd speak well after meets doing interviews. Like, we thought you'd be a great fit, especially because you're still in Lincoln and the meet's going to be in Lincoln. Instead of like flying someone else out there to do it, would you be open to doing it? I was like, yeah. Like, honestly, Heather, our head coach, asked me if I would do a meet probably a month in advance. And I told her no, because I was like, no, I've never done it. I don't want to. I was scared. But then when the Big Ten people reached out, I was like, I can't say no. Like, this is a huge opportunity.
And then you said no, and then you had to say yes.
So then I said yes to the Big Ten Network. And then I did that. And then I told Heather that I would do the meet that she wanted me to do after. Because then I felt a lot more comfortable after doing it the first time. And then I did the second time with Arden. It was really cool.
And there was some good training with that too, right?
Yeah. I had to do like actual training. And I had to do like, basically, I signed the contract with Fox Sports. So I had to do like their whole employee training stuff. And
Wow.
then they gave me like a code for Big Ten Plus or whatever.
Yes.
So that I could watch meets. So they wanted me to like study previous competitions so that I knew what to talk about, what other people would say about them. So just like I had to study and prepare. And then I had to prepare like what I was going to say on camera, because I had to stand there in front of the camera with the mic and everything, which was crazy. I only had to do that for the Big Ten Network one because that was like live TV, which was another thing. I'm like, why is my first time doing this on live TV? Like, I don't know if that's a good idea. They're like, you'll be fine. I'm like, okay. So yeah, a lot of
Aw.
preparation. I was very stressed going into it.
But you did so well. You're so
you.
well spoken.
Thank you. It was interesting because Genesis was listening to it back home, and after every event, she was giving me pointers. She's like, "What you're saying is good, but sound more assertive, be more confident." Like, and then I'd say like the next event, she's like, "Okay, that was a little bit better, but you can still be a little bit more assertive." And then I would do like one more part, and she's like, "Just like that. I don't know if you noticed what was different, but keep doing it like that." So it was like really helpful having someone like kind of live coaching me through it too. But yeah, that was crazy.
That's so sweet. I didn't know she did that.
Mhm.
That is so sweet. Okay, so then like all of the Fox training, what was that like? Like what did you have to do?
Well, it was more just like, I guess, the rules of like what you can and can't say, which a lot of it I feel like is kind of common sense, especially
Yeah.
doing this. Like I was like, okay, yeah, like that makes sense. But it was like, okay, if someone gets injured, you can't say anything, make any assumptions about what the injury could be.
Mm.
Like you can't be like, oh, it looks like she broke her ankle or whatever. Like you can't say it was an ankle. You can't say like a specific body part. You have to be like, it looks like an injury to her lower leg, because you don't want to get like, I don't know, you could get in
Oh.
trouble for saying something like that. So I was like, that's good to know, especially because Liv rolled her ankle during the meet.
Oh, I
So
forgot
that
about
happened, and I was
this.
just like, but honestly, because it was Liv and one of my good friends, like I was like, I looked at my like co-host guy and I was like, I'm not like, I can't say anything. Like I was like flinching, like I was like, and then they replayed it in slow motion, and I was
I
like,
saw that. I was like, no.
I was like, I can't. And then he took over and he was explaining, because I was like, I'm not about to talk about that.
Wow.
But yeah, so just like, even just like awareness of that, which makes sense. And I'm glad I did know about that, because I mean, yeah, I guess you could see how that could be an issue down the road if you do say something and then it ends up not being that, or like whatever, and then Twitter gets a hold of it. Like you could kind of see how
Yeah.
that could escalate.
That is so interesting, just like what you can and can't say on live television, especially
Mhm.
something as big as like Big Ten Network. Like,
Yeah.
that's, I mean, I don't know where else. Can you even watch it like the meets anywhere else? I don't know.
I don't know.
But that's like where everybody goes, you know?
Yeah. So that was interesting. And then like the like typical like harassment train, like in the work place, stuff like that. I was like, I'm only doing this one time, but I still had to do all that.
Would you do it again?
I think I would. Yeah, especially after. So I ended up doing it with Arden, and that one was pretty good. Like that was a lot more smooth, and I felt more comfortable. And actually, after the one with Big Ten Network, they gave me like feedback.
Really?
Yeah. They
Like,
called me like a week later, and they gave me a bunch of feedback on what I could do better for next time, and like how to
Wow.
say things differently. So I was able to take that and apply that with Arden and being comfortable with her, because
Uh-huh.
like the first time I didn't know my co-host or anything.
Yeah.
So like the relationship that I had with her, it was a lot more smooth and comfortable. So
Totally.
now after that, I definitely would do it again.
Okay, sorry. This is all the stuff I've been meaning to ask, because we
Yeah.
haven't talked about this since. So I'm just grilling you right now. But okay, can I ask like what the feedback was like?
It was kind of like framing it in the way like, okay, this person is trying to figure out the story of the gymnast. Like they're not
Mm.
necessarily looking for the gymnastic side of it, like kind of going into like details of like, or framing the routine or like the mistakes in the storyline more. So like they're looking to get this, so this is going to impact this, rather than just like she made a mistake here, so that's going to cost her here. Like it's in like the way of like trying to make it more like telling a story,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. So like, I don't know, this person is aiming for this score. Last week she got this, and just like in the way you word it, which I honestly, I still don't think I got that mastered, because it's so much to think about.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're watching it live, like I'm just going to say what I see
Mhm.
rather than like frame it in a certain way. But like considering the way that like someone at home who knows nothing about gymnastics, what do they want to hear just to stay engaged, rather than like needing
Yeah.
to know every detail of what's going on.
And I'm sure that's like harder too, just because you know so much about gymnastics. Like,
Mhm.
I think that's good, but at the same time, you have to like take a step back and be like, if I did not know gymnastics as well, what would I be saying?
Mhm.
You know, because like
Yeah.
you could probably, 100%, you could name every single skill that is being done and tell them what's wrong about it. But if you,
Mhm.
it's like, I don't know, when people ask about tumbling or something on
Yeah.
air, I'm like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I don't know the words to say, because it's not going to make sense.
Mhm. For sure. Yeah. And I'm like, that's a strong run heading in. Like, I'm just like, what do I even say about like when they slow motion on the running to the vault? I'm like, I don't know what to say about
She's
this.
running.
Yeah. She's running really fast.
And speaking of running, we will go ahead and run. We'll run to our next break right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Above the noise, beyond the routine, combination for 2 hours. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a bit.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net. Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, bold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Dana Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice-cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky. I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
No one's ever explained it this way. That's what we hear at Trade-Offs when you finally see how today's crop insurance tools work with your grain marketing plan, not in isolation. With hail and wind rates increasing and margins already tight, it's time to challenge how you look at crop insurance. It's time to ask better questions. It's time to call Trade-Offs. Call us at 402-858-7501 or visit gotradeoffs.com to start the conversation. That's GOTREDAS.com. Trade-Offs. Ingrained in your success. No, seriously, give us a call.
Back to Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
All right, welcome back in. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos as always. This is Above the Noise and Beyond the Routine with Ashlee Mitchell and Emma Spence. Celebrating, I just realized too, you guys are kind of getting gypped on Women's International Day. You're only getting 23 hours.
Rude. Oh my gosh, the jokes that could be made.
I was gonna say that's crazy. Wow.
Just worked out that way, unfortunately.
But we got an extra hour of sleep, right?
No.
No, we lost an hour.
Oh.
You guys also lost an hour of sleep.
Yeah, lost an hour of sleep and lost an hour to celebrate.
I was so tired.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's also why I'm a little bit tired this morning. Shout out, though, to everyone who was joining in on the state basketball yesterday. And that one obviously wrapped up late. So I don't know why I got into that side tangent. You can tell I'm tired as we're going here. But we were talking off air. What are some of the hobbies that you guys have been getting into now that you have time? Well, I really can't say that because one's trying to be a lawyer.
What do you mean?
Well, have you guys gotten into new hobbies since you're done with your athletics?
Okay, I'll start. That was funny. You said, well, okay, yes, we have hobbies.
There you go.
I am currently training for a half marathon, and that's been really fun. Kind of. I actually normally hate running. I before this have not ran more than a mile. So like I hit 8 miles yesterday, and that was like super crazy for me. I know it's like pretty normal for people who normally run, but like that was a huge thing for me.
8 miles, no stopping?
No stopping.
That's really good. Yeah.
That's tough.
What was your mile time? Do you know?
I'm kind of embarrassed. Like it's really not that great, but it was like 11 minutes and like
That's
30 seconds.
Still good. I mean, if you're not stopping, anybody will take that. That's more than 99% of people did.
Yeah, and to motivate myself for the last like half mile, I ran to the gas station, and when I got there, I got a Gatorade and a chocolate bar, and then I walked home. So
there you go. Nice little treat.
That was good motivation. But that's like one of the things that I've been getting into, and that's been really nice. I mean, I love running now, but the only thing is it's like it kind of sucks that you like have to take 2 hours out of like your Saturday if you do want to run like a decent amount. That's the only thing. But I did get new running shoes, and I went to Lincoln Running Company, and I guess they have a sale right now, so kind of shout out because that was pretty nice, and they had a sale on shoes, and so I got new shoes. So I got to combine my love for shopping with running, and that made it even better.
What was the brand? Shoes?
Asics.
Okay.
Like the old lady shoes. But they were pink and they were really cute, and they just made me really happy. And I think also like one of my things to motivate myself, this is so sad, I know, guys, but I was like, if I run a half marathon, I'll buy myself a new running outfit. And so that's my motivation.
No, I like that. That'll work.
Like, have you seen, okay, I don't know if anyone has seen this. Emma, I would love to hear about your hobbies. I'm sorry that I'm really taking
I
this
don't
over.
have any, so you're good. Take it away.
Have you seen, well, Harrison, I feel like, I don't know if you've seen this, but people will make little punch cards, like, you know, coffee punch cards for like coffee shops and stuff. They'll do that, but instead it's like, if I ran 10 times, I'll buy myself a new pair of shoes. Or if I like do something that I don't really want to do, I'll like reward myself with something. You know, I study 10 times, I get 1 cup of coffee.
So a reward system for yourself?
Yeah.
I do that.
Isn't that a good idea? I want to make myself little punch cards though for it. Cause I'm like, honestly, like if I didn't run, I mean, I will because I don't want to hurt myself. But like if I didn't run until a half marathon and ran a half marathon, I still probably would technically get myself an outfit. So like I should probably start a method to actually doing it. But yeah, running. It's been exciting.
What is the half marathon?
May 3rd.
Okay.
Woo!
So, hey, you're
So
getting-
actually, I think I have a final the day after, and I was like, "That's gonna suck," but maybe I'll like blow off some steam, and maybe I won't think about it. But I'm scared that I'm gonna be running for like 2 hours and just think about this final for 2 hours. Like, how miserable would that be?
not fun. I mean, it's well, maybe the pain you're in from running takes your mind off the finals.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, it hasn't been painful so far, so I hope it's not painful. But yes, Emma Spence, what are your hobbies right now?
I've been trying to think. I don't really got much. I'm just doing so many side quests. I guess maybe
What's your hobbies?
my hobby is side questing. I don't know. Let me think about what
They're
I
just
do.
girls.
Taking
Yeah.
care of a fish.
Yep, I got my fish.
Yep, that's really exciting.
It's something.
What do I do? I go for walks outside. I walked to the grocery store yesterday, and then I got groceries, and then I walked home.
When you told me that you walked to the grocery store, I just was like, first of all, good for you. But like, second of all, like that's kind of abnormal in a feat. And I think that's really
I
cool.
know. I was like, I felt good about doing that. It's like basically like, I don't know, 5-10 minute walk, but still.
But like walking back with
grocery store
is hard.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. Well,
That's
good
your
after
weekly
doing
workout.
that. Yeah. I do Pilates.
Yes.
Pilates with G. So I do Pilates like 3 times a week.
Pilates is
So
fun.
that's fun. I mean, I'm doing my master's. That's
crazy.
It's a lot.
She's a busy girl. I always feel like I'm busy, and then I talk to Spence, and she's like, "Yeah, I have homework too." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot you were in a class, and you work, and you do this, and like 30 other side quests." Like, what?
It's just kind of whatever comes up in the week. There's like the radio. Like I was commentating the gym meets. I'm done with that now that they're done with their home meets.
That's fun.
I have my little business that I started with Yanni, the NCAA
my
recruiting
gosh.
agency. We had a meeting yesterday about that. We got another person coming on as a new client.
Tell
so
us
that's
more
exciting.
about this.
Yeah. So we started this last May was when the idea kind of started, maybe April when season was done. And we just kind of talked about how they don't really have many resources for Canadian gymnasts trying to do NCAA. And we kind of created, I guess, a system platform that helps transition athletes into like how to get in touch with coaches, just how to create a recruiting profile, all that stuff. So we kind of help guide them through that process and connect them with the school. So now we have 2 clients, one guy, one girl, which is fun because like we both have like our kind of specialties. We help each other with that. So it's actually been really funny because I have like the connections through the women's program, and like one of the teams that came for a meet here, I was talking to the head coach for like interviewing to know what to talk about on the radio or on air when I'm commentating the meet. But it's one of the coaches that I talked to before about my client. So like there's just like some overlap and stuff like that, which is fun. Trying to get her connected to different schools here. So yeah, we met yesterday. We have a meeting tomorrow with one of the new guys. So stuff like that. It's kind of just been a little fun side quest. And then I keep going back to Canada to do stuff for Gymnastics Canada too, because I'm still their athlete rep and then doing content creation for their meets.
That's so fun.
So it's just, it changes. It's not like I have like a go-to hobby. It's really just about whatever comes up in the week, then I'll go do it. Yeah, just random stuff.
Is anything really calling to you right now?
No. So that's the thing that we were talking about kind of on the break, is trying to figure out what fun things can we do over the next couple months just to kind of maximize my time here and just spending time with my friends. Because just trying to figure out, I guess, more fun side quests and things to do.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any fun things to do in Lincoln, let us know.
Or like around Lincoln, like
or
we're
around, or like
willing to go around.
We're willing to, drive around. We'll probably go to Colorado in a couple of weeks and just little side quests and adventures on the weekends.
You guys go fishing?
Ooh.
You know,
I'm trying to think of like Nebraska stuff you can do.
I don't have the stuff to go fishing. Like I would need like
I bet
to get a whole bunch of stuff.
Just you probably know.
I think Easton has fishing.
Yeah,
pools
like I'm sure we
somewhere.
know people.
One of
Yeah.
the guys in our lives, I'm sure, has fishing
Yeah.
pools. What else can we do?
We can go golfing. I was thinking about that.
Oh
I
my
have clubs.
gosh, you do?
Yeah, they're pink and purple.
I need to go.
We can share.
I would love that. I need to go on Facebook Marketplace and get some golf
Actually, you
clubs.
can have mine. Honestly, I'm not gonna need them.
Well, No, I feel like Sam would want to take you golfing.
I don't want to bring them back.
Okay.
I don't
take
know.
'em. I'll
You
buy
can
them
have
off you.
They're pink and purple.
They're cute.
Yeah.
I'll literally buy them off of you.
Perfect.
Anyways, sorry.
You guys big time golfers?
No, they've been in my friend's garage for like 2 years.
Oh, I'll buy them from you. I'm trying. I'm not a big time golfer. I'm trying to learn. Still definitely learning, but it's fun. Like my boyfriend lives like right off a driving range, so
we need to go.
It's so fun. Please,
Yeah,
we should.
let's do it.
And so I'll just like join him whenever. But it's like the first like 30 minutes every time that I try. Like I forget kind of how to hold a golf club and how to hit a ball,
Yeah.
and then it's like really embarrassing because it's like I like actually miss a ball like 30 times or like barely hit it and like it goes like 4 feet away.
Yeah.
And then like after 30 minutes, normally I kind of start to remember. But I feel like every time that I try to like ask him to like remind me how to like golf, he's like, well, I don't remember what I told you last time that like worked. And I'm like, I don't care what you tell me, just tell me something because
Yeah.
I forgot how to hold this club and I don't know how I'm supposed to swing and hit this tiny little ball and help.
Yeah, it's tough.
It is hard and it kind of makes you sore. Like I don't have that shoulder flexibility.
It'll make you sore in spots that you didn't know existed,
Like
especially if you don't do it often.
My side? Why was my side sore?
All that rotation, you don't realize
Yeah,
how
I
much
could see
power
that.
you're trying to generate.
Yeah, but I watched a video of myself the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, that's like so sad. Like, you know how people like fully swing and like they like lift their arms behind their head? I like don't. I like do like a little toddler putt. But like
Yeah.
it feels like I'm putting so much strength and effort and like I'm swinging so far back. And then you watch a video and you're like, what is that? Like I've seen 3-year-olds do better.
Yeah,
What
we'll
about-
definitely have to work on it because one of the last times I did it at the driving range, I like hit the ball like so like at a weird angle that the ball came up and smacked me in the leg. And then I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
I want to go rock climbing.
Oh, let's do that.
We should go rock climbing. Harrison, you want to join?
Do they have places
I would
around
love
here?
to, but I don't know if there is. I'm trying to
There's
think. Is there
one.
places?
I'm sure.
I
Find a
know.
mountain.
There is one. I looked it up.
Okay.
Like an indoor.
But
In
I don't know.
Lincoln,
I
not
don't-
Omaha.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's like clubs. Like genuinely, I think like people get into it in the wintertime. It's like indoor rock climbing, but I mean,
yeah, that would
same
be cool.
thing.
That'd be fun.
What else can we do?
That's a good one. The rock climbing, because I didn't know that was in Lincoln.
Don't count my word for it, but I'm 90% sure.
I can see it. There's also the comedy club. Howlers
Oh,
Comedy
that's
Club.
fun.
Yeah, and they
That's-
actually
we
get
should go
some
there.
really good guests. I think it's relatively new.
Okay.
And
That'd be fun.
I've seen the pictures. They look really nice. I know DP's been there and he's vouched for it. He says it's awesome. I need to go there myself. I keep telling myself to do it and I keep forgetting. But I do know the Howlers Club. People say it's pretty
Yeah.
Where is that?
I'll have to look it up quick.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Also, we should learn how to like dance, like do a salsa class or something.
that'd be
crazy.
fun.
Like
That would
really
be
well.
so interesting.
Gigi's been wanting to do that.
Yeah.
She was like she told Easton, she was like, I'm gonna like we're gonna all join ballet or like
Ballet.
a dance class or something. And he was like, no.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
But I want to do adult dance class just once. Just once.
I feel like another thing I'd like to get into is gardening, but like I don't have a garden or a space to do it.
Do you have a balcony?
Yeah,
You can start small.
that's true.
Get some
I
pepper
could-
plants going.
I could do that.
Stuff like, and by the way, Howler Comedy Club, 151 North 8th Street, right here in Lincoln. Are you guys big
Nice.
fans
That
of comedy?
close.
Like,
Yeah. Well, I love Seinfeld. That's like one of my favorite shows. So yeah,
I like
that whole
comedy.
show is just
I do because
comedy.
they get some pretty good acts in there. I'm blanking on the name of the last comedian, but they'll get comedians that like you'll see their special on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like it's not just your locals. Like they'll do open mics and stuff too, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But I do know that they've been able to get some pretty big guests. So definitely check that out before you head out.
Yeah.
Any honorable mentions before we go to our last break here on things you need to check out?
Let's think about it.
Okay, we'll think about that over the break. Don't go anywhere. Above the noise, beyond the routine. Ashley Mitchell, Emma Spence. Talk to you in a bit.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front of the line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating it
And electrical.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details. You take the compliments. Book your graze table today at GrazingGouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. A lot of businesses say they're family-focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Back to Above the Noise on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Ashlee Mitchell.
Welcome back in. Final segment, Beyond the Routine, Above the Noise. Ashlee Mitchell, Emma Spence, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos as always. as we continue to celebrate International Women's Day, although it is cut an hour short and only 23 hours. We got Jordan P saying 24 wouldn't be enough. Let's face it. So
love
fair
that.
enough. Great comment from
True.
Jordan P. Because you're right. Shout out to all the women out there in all facets of life as, again, we continue to celebrate International Women's Day. All right, for you guys, International Women's Day, what does it mean to you two?
Ooh, that's really good. You know, okay, I feel like my first thought is, first of all, that it's very, very special, but also just being in two sports that I feel like, or previously being in two sports that I feel like are not often as recognized, just because I just think they're like a little misunderstood. I think it's really special to just be a part of like a day and like have a day dedicated to women, but also like we understand the feeling of like maybe not being seen or heard. And so like just being able to dedicate a day to women who don't feel seen or heard, and like having that day just be a representation of like all of them, it's just really special.
Yeah, just celebrating, I guess, the amazing women in the community that we know. Just all the fun things that we're capable of doing and that we do that people maybe don't even recognize or know about. It's just a really cool day to kind of reflect on that and celebrate that. And I just love how the ticket really took advantage of that opportunity to highlight all the female athletes and just broadcasters that work here, and giving a space to just celebrate that and talk about it and start that conversation.
Yeah, and I feel like, yeah, it is so cool that the ticket's doing this, just because I feel like it shows, like, I feel like this is such a safe space for like the ladies that work here, and like even like the friends that, or people who are on the shows. Like, I feel like it's always a very welcoming space, and it's just special because I feel like this really reflects like what we've already known. But like maybe you guys as listeners, if you've never been inside the ticket, never talked to DP, never, talked to any of the hosts, like this is just something you wouldn't know. But I think it's a really good representation that like they authentically care about us.
And another person to shout out is Luke, who works at the front at the mill. He is always so great to talk to and just have conversations with, and is always just so welcoming and supportive of everything that we do as well. Like, I'll tell him, like, for example, when I was doing the broadcasting, I told him I was going to do it. And then next time he saw me right away. So how did it go? I was like trying to tune in and just like keep checking in with us, and just like really engaged and passionate and like wanting to celebrate us as well is really cool.
Yes.
He's such a likable guy.
For
I'm
sure.
starting to think that people are coming in here not to check out the talent in the studio, but just go hang out and talk to Luke. Shout out to
seriously
everything that he does. He always takes care of us at late night too. I know I always offer you guys coffee when you come in. It's because Luke pours a pot separately just for the late night crew. So shout out to the mill and everything that they do. And of course, just the entire ticket staff. But a little bit of time left. Give me one woman that's not your mom that you look up to as a real mentor or a real trailblazer.
Ooh, that is such a good question.
I'm going to go with Heather Brink, the Nebraska women's head coach. She was an incredible athlete herself in the history books for Nebraska. And then she was like a mom to me since I've moved here away from my family. And she just kind of took me under her wing and went above and beyond and just helped me through so many situations and hard times and celebrated the good times with me. And I just think she's such a great role model for women and young athletes in our community.
What's a piece of advice from her, even if it's not verbatim, that you would take?
Really just trusting myself and having confidence. Like, that was the biggest thing that she's helped me through. When I came in, I was a lot more timid and kind of quiet and shy. And now, I mean, I'm on the radio every week and just super chatty and being myself. So she's really just taught me to be myself and have confidence in myself and just not being afraid of that.
Ashlee?
That is sweet, Spency. Wow. I guess I feel like I need to name like just a couple. So this is hard because I can't decide. But like, yeah, probably one of my first cheer coaches when I moved here from Texas. Her name's Katie Miller. And actually, I didn't just be an athlete for her, but I also coached under her. And that was just like a wonderful experience. And I just have so much respect. I think she also did a very similar thing. She took a really like anxious girl and turned her into somebody who like was approachable and was able to be a leader and a coach. And that was really special. Also just like my pastor Carrie and some of my professors from law school, like specifically I have a professor Medill, and she is just wonderful and so intelligent. And it's just so cool to see a lady who is able to talk about the law in such a detailed way, but also be just such a strong female figure and not give up any of that femininity for her job or for her intelligence. So that's really cool as well. But yeah.
Piece of advice that doesn't have to be verbatim that you will always remember.
Gosh, I think it's just like that even when you don't feel confident, to act confident and like show up as the authentic version of yourself. That's definitely something that my coach Katie taught me. And I think that it has impacted me for the rest of my life. I mean, if I wouldn't have shown up in that Husker trial confident, I don't think I would have made the team. If I wouldn't have shown up, here confident, then I probably wouldn't have a show.
Yeah.
So confidence is just everything, even when you're not really feeling it.
Well said. You guys got anything left to add here as we wrap up with this 2 hours with your 2 shows? We got some Husker Bowlers coming up next as we continue to celebrate International Women's Days. But you guys, anything we left off or honorable mentions you want to get in there?
Happy Women's Day. I
Yeah.
love you, Mom.
Happy Women's Day, everyone. Celebrate your women out there.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, bold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family.